Good morning to everybody. Dave, you're in the UK. Afternoon, actually. Morning to me. A definite, very short stream today. We're back to the Rubicon soundtrack intro. Get rid of that one. Yeah, very quick stream. I just want to add enemy health. I have things to do today, but I will be back on later. But I was going to add this privately, and I thought it seems pretty straightforward, to be honest. Let's do it live, see how it goes. I've written myself a note there. My bullets are going to do 1 damage. I'm going to add health here. But the thing is, I could have just changed the type back. If you remember, I went back to true and false, dead and alive. Change that really. If I'd have left that as type and had dead, saucer, arrow, I wouldn't have needed this. I could have done a calculation depending on what type it was. I thought about it and I thought, no, I'm happy with having it dead and alive. It can have a health bar. So literally just add them. Sure that you've put the data length to the correct amount. When it spawns, and also in the wave in the level, tells it what type it is. I'm trying to see how I've done that. There's a draw. Enemy sprite type, that's how we're doing it. Bit of a bum. So we want to do something similar to that there. Pair it. See, I've run into a problem straight away. This is a 16-bit pointer. And the only way I know what sprite to draw is that. So they technically don't have a type anymore. And I was thinking they did. Should have left it. I had it set up as a type instead. We can do it here. This is where we need to do it. So that's his health. We need to somehow check what type it is. I really should have left it as type, shouldn't I? So when we've done the wave, it's enemy sprite pointer. No reason why we couldn't set a type here as well. Trying to think of a better way than having, because otherwise I've got byte to say is alive and is dead, and then another byte to say what type it is. We can think of a way of just comparing this to being main. Sorry, the main level man. Byte type. enemy saucer. Yeah, I can think of one way of doing it. That would be just to compare the first bites of the sprite. Not brilliant for many reasons. If we change the sprite look by 1 pixel, the code would have to be changed. Either that or yeah, another thing here. For now, I'm going to do this horrible approach that I've just said and just check the very first bite of the sprite rather than having a type. So where we've set the sprite type, that's where we spawn the enemy actually. Spawn it here. I hope I've already set this time of spawn. Load HL value inside that point. Load. This is probably not the best way either, but load AH. My brain, so I do compare. We're comparing whatever's in A to this number. Whoops. To that arrow types first byte. Right. Horrible way of doing it. Hello, Moz, my man. Good afternoon. Yeah, I was gonna do this privately because I haven't got time for a long stream. I've got to do a lot today before I stream later. But I was doing this privately and I thought it looked easy. Then I've already found a problem with my structure or whatever you want to call it. I'm doing a real hacky approach here. I'm just looking at the first byte of each sprite data because I don't have a type anymore. But if the first byte of that is that, then we know we've got an arrow. And therefore, luckily we're returning out of this afterwards. So I guess I probably should have made these constant. Okay. Hello, Chromo. Very welcome, mate. It's not going to be a very long stream anyway. It almost definitely be less than an hour total, and we've been 12 minutes. I will be on later. Yeah, I'm doing a real hacky approach here. You might want to close your eyes anyway to this. I can always fix it again later just by adding a type. I didn't want to change what I already changed once. I think this will suit. So, like I said at the very start of the video, I don't think anyone was watching, but the worst thing about this approach is if I did change the sprites at all, I have to remember to come and change it here. Hence the comments. Hello, Miss Smurf. Big follows. Remember back in the early days of my channel, it was always big follows comments. Moz. Got it back. Wait. So in fact, I don't need to compare that. I'll just load it to there. And then I'll check just for the arrow. And if that is equal, then I'll load it to arrow instead. That'll do. I reckon when I get home after I've got a load of chores to do today. When I get home from that, I'll probably change all of this back to having a type, and then it'll just say what type is it, and then it'll set it health from that. If I had more than one sprite type, like more than two, I could very easily extend this, to be honest, if I wanted to. That should, anyway, now, it should have the health. Of course, when we hit the enemy with a bullet, we need to take that into account. Currently, bullet kill, that's fine. Don't really want that in here, and we don't want that in here. What we want is something like enemy take hit. For the health, can't remember. May as well just decrease it straight away. But I think you can just decrease that. I have to try that. Yeah, compiled. So now we'll compare it, and if it's 0, kill it. Why is kill enemy? Okay, so inside kill enemy. The higgledy piggledy is code. Grab kill enemy and take it down. Inside kill enemy, we want increment score. If it's 0, that's when we call kill enemy. Increases it, checks that it's 0 and kills the enemy. I think that's all it needs to do. I mean, maybe kill bullet could go into take hit, but I'm better up there. Cool. So just out of interest, I'll try and change these. I'll change the source up to 3. It's going to be really hard to kill them now. You might notice, Chromo, that I'm using SJASM, DZOG, C-Spec. Oh, I've got the whole kit now. Alright, come on. Seems to work. It's just almost impossible to kill them now, that's the only thing. I need to get them when they first spawn out, don't I? Oh my goodness, this is too hard. Oh man. Not sure if it is working. I can tell. I know an easy way of fixing to check. Put loads of bullets. Can't really slow the enemies down that much. Perhaps if I just had loads more stars just to slow the game down. Might work just for now. Definitely slowed it down a little bit. Doesn't kill them, does it? Oh, I bet that deck IX thing doesn't work like I think it does. That's a 2 as well. 2 things. It is 4. That is correct. Yeah. I'm comparing A. Might work. Yeah, it does. Excellent. Just to be absolutely harsh to myself, let's put it up to 6. I'd love to be able to slow the enemies down. There we go, simple as that. Not quite sure, the best values to put into all these. I love them stars though. But it does work. If I put it down to 2 or 3 now. I'll try 3. Because I'm going to have the sources as 1 anyway. And this would be for what I want the arrows on. Been doing a little bit on the next as well. I find. Haven't really done much, but I've got a sample program loaded in the next. Right, so 3, highly killable. They sure are, especially when you know exactly where they're coming from. Not so much when you don't. I've got to move that bottom row as well, they're impossible to hit when they spawn. Makes it very hard. They're on 2 right now. 2's a bit easy. So I guess I'll have 1 and 3. Or 2 and 3. Oh. May as well do Bob as well, mightn't I? Kill, Bob, kill. I mean, should just copy paste, seriously. Copy it. Then you kill all enemies for Bob. Let's kill enemies. Oh, there. Change the word enemy to boss 1. I am going to make it so that not just boss 1. We'll be able to just feed in a number to choose what boss we want, Yeah, cheers, Moz. I knew we'd get it. I thought it was going to be simple, this one, to be fair. It still needs some polish to make it feel a bit better. Maybe a little sound effect, like as you hit the enemy, just like a very short, like 1/5 of a second sound or something. 1 frame. Beep. Might try that actually. I just got to create a different sound. Shorter one. Yeah, I will do that as long as this doesn't take very long. I believe I can just copy paste, find and replace enemy. Oh, the IX stuff's all junk. Don't think he has health yet. What's his position? There. Yeah, much like the player. I could give the player some health. That would make the game a lot more fun, wouldn't it? Start HP or whatever. I guess. Sense now. So I'm sure you know what I'm doing there, Moz, but for anyone who's watching who doesn't, I've just set the constant for max health, and then this is a variable that holds his current health. Because he can only kill Bob by shooting him in secret place. That's actually a really good idea, man. I will do that. At first, I'll just keep it like it is, but that would be done in here. You'd have a secondary bit. You check the collision for killing him. Oh, the bullet's separate. In fact, I need to make sure this is the wrong function. I'm glad I've said that. Anyway, let's sort this routine out first. Yes, man. If I can figure that out, that does sound like a good one. But have him with a little space hat on instead. That's the only difference in the sprite. A little bubble around his head. And a little wire would be even better leading back to the spaceship. Get what I'm doing now. Oh yeah. Deadly bomb attacking 0G. Who's flying off into the orbit of a sun or something. I was thinking there's got to be a Death Star in there as like the big boss. Was, my rubbish idea was to make like a tiled Death Star that's maybe like 4 tiles wide and 4 high, and you just have to shoot each square. Do you know what I mean? Like, it just disintegrates the square. If it gets to 0, we want to kill him. We haven't got a kill function. Oh yes, we have now. Yeah, it wouldn't be too bad, would it? Because the only reason I said that is because I can already exactly picture like what I would do with the code. You know what I mean? It would be quite a boring game, I guess, but it would at least be something we could see working. Kill boss looks good. We just need to call that, and I believe it's from the bullet class. Bullet kills fine. Brilliant. So as long as I've simplified it by remembering that the bullet only does 1 damage. Whoops! I hope I didn't just break it. Bullet just does 1 damage anyway. Yeah, that's simplified all these things because I'm just decreasing. Otherwise, I'd have to load health damage, bullet damage in there and subtract and all that. 1's fine. I mean, maybe we could give Bob like make him a bit of a tank, like 30. Then Death Star each square could be like 200 or something, or 50. Radio. So I think it's ready to go. He'll kill. The problem is he dies if he rams you, but it results in your death as well, so that's fine. Ah, error. Illegal instruction. Oh. Oh, I love this SJSM now. So good. There's only so many things you can try at once, though, isn't there? It's all brand new to me. This I can't just keep trying new. I think the sources are back to 1, if I remember right. Yeah, so it's going to be super easy now. Oh, there's something wrong with them, though, isn't there? That was weird. Hey, you can't shoot them ones. Okay, found a bug there, and they can get you. All right, well I'll just avoid them. I mean, that's quite a good idea. Oh, I shot one of them. But that is quite a good idea, having some indestructible enemies you have to avoid. They seem a bit easy still, them arrows. I might make them a little bit bigger health. Maybe make the saucers bigger health as well. But they are really scary, man. What's wrong with them? I think if I remember right, I actually do the collision check, like exactly 2 pixels high. I don't check a whole cell. Maybe I should. That star spawning code. Oh my god. Oh, I'm dead. Ah, that's star spawning code. Oh, I've got a shield as well and nukes. Does create some color clash with the player. Bad. It gives us better looking stars. So. Nuke them all in a minute. Shields up. Use them a bit early. No, 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 no. Scary. Come on, I want to get to Bob. Shoot him 50 times. Actually harder than I thought this game. I thought it was too easy. If you can imagine there was like other debris flying around. Really hard. I was also thinking of making... Oh, Bob, you bastard! That one. Right, I'm cheating now then. Going into ultra cheat mode. In fact, no, I won't. I won't put it on invisibility because it doesn't work against Bob anyway. That was funny when it was. I'm useless, especially with these controls. This should be alright though. I've only got one wave, then Bob. I can nuke. I can put my shields on it. It'll defend me against the first wave. Right, come on, Bob. I'm gonna have to come. Oh, it killed him straight away. Damn. Oh, it's not kill boss, is it? It's take hit. Um, I had an idea then, and then that distracted me. Oh, damn it. Yeah, Bob's a git. He always kicks butt. Oh, that's actually reminded me of what I was about to say as well. I need to like give the player a fair warning that Bob's spawned. He just literally lunges out there. He was nailed. Just appears and flies at you immediately. At like twice your speed. Ah, it's still done it. What? I really expected that to work that time. Will it? Oh, I done it the wrong way around. That was where I had the error as well. I just put it in there without looking. Like, come on, this time, Spikie is gonna kick butt. Full try hard mode. Oh, Spikie. Oh, he's using nuke on him. Shields ain't gonna help me, but I'm gonna put him. Oh, it killed him instantly. What's going on? Deck A doesn't set the Z flag, does it? It's 0. Boss. I mean, I'll just try that just in case it's messed up. Weird. Oh, it's still there. No. Can't see this making a difference, can you? So weird. Ah, it's three of them. Oh, me. Why not the extra one? Got it already there. How can it call that? Just wonder then. Doing it from somewhere else. Should be invincible now, shouldn't he? He's still dying. I know what it is. That shop thing. That's what the problem is. I looked at it and just ignored it. I don't know why I did that. Kill boss. That's when we want to do the shop. Give him some money. Oh, we can't do money yet. Sadly. That's another boring one for later. Do. I'll probably do that off air. One. I keep saying I will. Never do it. I would bet my house that if I had one, that this would work. Are you arrow scum? But hey, it seems to be working. That seemed okay. It seemed to not kill the bullet, mate. It's most certainly supposed to be. I think that's just because I had so many bullets. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Bob's not actually not too bad now. Moves up and down, maybe a bit quick. You know what? I like how fast he moves. Maybe when he gets to the top, he should wait there for like a little time and then go back down. Yeah, much to do later. But this one's all about the health. done it. Probably add player health at some point as well. Bob will just destroy you no matter what your health is. But maybe the arrows, stuff like that, maybe you could take a little bit of hit. No, I'll have to make a health meter or just a number perhaps. Face no can you scream when a teenager is attacking you with his arm. By the way, have you ever heard of a assembler called sarcasm? Because I looked it up, I found it somewhere, and it said something about like you could name memory areas, and then it would tell you like when you're filling them up and stuff. It's just probably a needless hassle. Yeah. I won't add any more because I'll only get halfway through doing it. It's not really a good idea. I'll add health here soon. Maybe not. Maybe I won't bother giving him one hit. Not heard of that one. Nah. I mean, it said it was written in 2016, and he says it has loads of modern features. I was looking up whether I could do namespaces. That's what I was trying to figure out, and I still couldn't figure that out. But it led me to his website, and he says as far as he knows, only 6 people that he knows of use his assembler. So I don't know what to think of it, but probably just stick with what I've got here in it. Have one more look at it before we finish. Come up with ideas next session. Oh, I've just remembered one thing I wanted to do quickly that I might be able to do before. Here's the formula for making a sound. I'm not sure what the best sound to have is. Do G sharp. .05. Try that. Basically, you load DE duration, frequency times second. Frequency of G sharp is here. Put that in my calculator. I was trying to find an on-screen calculator for VS Code as well. And that would help my stream, but I couldn't find one. 415.3, 0.0, 20.77, 21. Load HL pitch. What? One oh two three actually. I know I've done them the wrong way round. I know this is a highly unoptimal way of doing sound, but it's nice and easy, isn't it? Sound was going to be when it collides. Good knacker the game this. When bullets collide with stuff. But enemy take hit. Got Bob take hit as well. Hopefully that works. It might screw the game up with that pause, I don't know. Oops. It does knacker the game. And look at the score. That's funny. Sorry for your ears there. Probably need to push and pop some things there. Probably HL and DE need popping maybe as well. Careful for your ears, I'm sorry. Oh, I'm dead. I think it was working though. Yeah, it works. So I got one hit on him there. That's cool. And we could obviously give a slightly different tone for death. It's a start on the sound, but I want to use like similar to the keyboard. You use the in command. There's an out command. I think that's how you do sound quickly. Use like out. You're awake now. I'm so sorry, dude. I'm so sorry. I'll mute. I'm gonna turn the emulator right down because I'm using a different emulator. I normally have it turned down. Try that now. If it remains down. Where he dies, you could have like a different tone. Oh yeah, I need to look up that out thing on that guy's website, Break to Program. I think it was his. It's looking good though. Eventually, I'm gonna have to put it off no longer, and I'm gonna have to make level 2. I kind of wish I'd made level 2 straight away when I'd made level 1, because I could remember how it worked then, you know. But it's actually really, really easy. Perhaps, maybe even add some more sprite types before we do that then. Yeah, cheers for watching, mate. Be on. I've got loads to do, unfortunately. Got to take stuff to the tip. A lot of other crud things to do as well, but probably be on maybe a bit before 11. Although there's some footy on tonight I wanted to watch as well. I mean, what time that starts. Hopefully not too early. Cheers, Moz. It is looking good. I mean, if you've got any spaceships out there, sprites, feel free to chuck them over. Get them in there. It's really hard to draw a 16:8 sprite though, isn't it? Maybe I should change the size now I've got it all working. Yeah, so I'm going to watch some footy this evening, but I'll be back sort of shortly after that ends, basically, on the usual sort of football time. Basically, it'll be about 11ish again. Can't really think of what else to do next, but I will do by then. Obviously, level 2, some sort of bob warning, and maybe a better title screen. And the shop. I didn't even go to the shop today. I finished that. We've got to do money. There's loads I've got to do because the money working properly. That's the very next thing I'm going to do. Just like we've got to score, do money as well. Yeah. So until then, have a good time, man. See you this evening.